YouTube, how's it going? I'm Jared from JWM Media, and welcome to another JWM Media News Roundup. Today is going to be quite a bit of information, quite a bit happened this past week. So we're going to start right off with video games. One major story that I wanted to get into. This week it was leaked that a few images from the new Assassin's Creed game were put online. It was a couple days before Ubisoft, I think, wanted to release them, so there was a leak. A couple days later, the actual trailer was released. So we now have the teaser trailer for Assassin's Creed. I believe it's Assassin's Creed Unity, and by the looks of the images and the actual teaser trailer itself, it takes place in the French Revolution. I like that progression. I like the going back in time again. I didn't so much like the more modern aspects of the latest game. They were good and they were interesting. The parts at I shouldn't say the last game. Black Flag was really well done. It's more Assassin's Creed 3, where Desmond was in the modern world, and those aspects I wasn't as okay with it, and I really don't like the use of guns in the games. Those take me out of the games quite a bit. But this is in the French Revolution. It seems interesting. I think it's a good direction for the franchise, and it opens the possibilities up quite a bit in terms of the stories you can tell. So I believe it'll be interesting. Unfortunately, again for me, it's only going to be on the new generation consoles, or the current generation consoles, the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. And it's just driving home the fact that I should try to get one this year, one of the new generation consoles. So I have to save up my money quite adamantly to be able to afford one, because there's this and Arkham Knight coming this year, and both games are ones that I can't miss. Moving on to some TV news. We had the Game of Thrones premiere, premiere red carpet this week in New York. They did a bunch of interviews. All the stars came out for the premiere to see the first episode, I believe, probably the first episode of the season. And with that premiere, the interviews themselves were nothing really interesting. However, at the end of the premiere, they showed the new trailer for the season. And since then, we've also had 2 other trailers come out. If you subscribe to Game of Thrones on YouTube, they have those 2 trailers. I'm posting links to all the trailers that I mention here in the description. I liked the new trailer. I'm done watching them though. I want to see the new season, and that's only 2 weeks away. So I'm happy about that. It'll be good. I'm very excited, and this trailer that they released this week just got me more excited. So I'm very happy. And also in TV news this week, instead of an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode, we had Marvel Studios putting on a show called Marvel Studios Assembling a Universe. It was a look behind the scenes of all the inner workings of the Marvel Studios franchise, and putting together the Avengers. It mostly, for about 90% of the show, it talked about Phase 1, what's come up so far in Phase 2, and then it was really if you really invest in Marvel and um, have been keeping up with it over the years, none of the information they tell you is really shocking or unheard of. You probably know most of the information. The interesting part came at the end of the show. It was about the last 5 to 10 minutes, 7 minutes maybe, of the show, and they revealed a new clip from Captain America. They showed some behind the scenes stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy, which hasn't been shown yet, and that was very interesting. It showed some of the scenes that they were working on, actual behind the scenes footage of them shooting some of these uh, fights and different poses and things like that. It also showed some concept art for the show, for the movie. Sorry, and it also talked about Ant-Man and Avengers: Age of Ultron. This is where the interesting stuff was because they actually showed some concept art for Age of Ultron. Um, Specifically, they showed their concept art for Scarlet Witch. They showed their concept art for Quicksilver, and they showed their concept art for Hulk fighting the Hulkbuster armor of Iron Man. I'll put all of those pictures are happening either they're happening right here on the screen. Um, but they're I love these pictures. They're really cool. I like that Scarlet Witch is dressed down and they didn't go with her comic book costume because her comic book costume I've always thought was really bad. Um, Especially with that face helmet thing, it was just terrible. And then the last couple years they've changed it up to so she wears like leather pants and things like that, which is interesting. But I like how they did it in this movie. She looks like a normal person. Um, they have her in kind of streetwear with her red jacket, like her iconic red, um, a sweater tied around her waist, which is cool. Jeans, she looks like an average kind of teenager to early 20s young woman, which is very, very interesting. I'm very interested to see how Elizabeth Olsen portrays her in the movie. Quicksilver looked much more like his movie or his comic book counterpart. He doesn't have the lightning bolt across his whole torso on the shirt, but I like that it's just a solid blue kind of shirt and pants. The only thing is in the concept art his hair is brown. I really want them to do actual white hair. Um, Pietro, that's kind of one of his iconic things is he has white hair. I know that's a bit weird to do on TV, like to show in real life. So I'm curious as to how they'll play it off. It's Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's Aaron Taylor Johnson playing him in the movie, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is a very good actor, so I think he can pull it off. I'm just hoping that the costume will come together really well. The coolest part is the Hulkbuster armor. It's absolutely amazing. Like we saw Igor in Iron Man 3, and he looked very much like the Hulkbuster armor. Everyone thought it was the Hulkbuster armor at first, but then to see the scale that they're showing in that picture, Hulkbuster towers over the Hulk, and the Hulk is like, even in the first movie, he's like 8 feet tall. So just showing that is really amazing. I'm really pumped for it. Um, and yeah, it just got me so excited for the future of the Marvel movies. They also stated pretty definitively that um, Marvel may have to start moving on to 3 or 4 movies a year in the next coming years, just to tell the stories they want to tell, and with so many characters coming in. So it'll be very interesting to see how they proceed from here. But from what I saw of the concept art and what we've been hearing from the movies, I'm looking forward to them quite a bit. I've already got my ticket for Captain America: The Winter Soldier on the 4th. I'm stoked for that. I can't wait. And I think that will be setting a new tone going forward, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy will probably be setting the tone for Phase 3. Um, so we'll see how it balances out, but I'm very excited. Uh, Moving on, go into movies. Quite a few trailers came out this week. The first one I want to talk about is the Peanuts trailer. I knew they were doing a Peanuts movie. I didn't know it was supposed to be coming out next year. Um, if those of you that don't know what Peanuts is, um, if you've probably heard of Charlie Brown. Peanuts is the original comic strip which Charlie Brown came from. So he, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, Patty, all the characters, they originally came from the Peanuts comic strip, and they're doing an animated movie, or a CG animated movie. And the teaser they put out, I believe it's 59 seconds, or just under a minute, 58 seconds maybe. I loved it. It was really interesting. The animation looks solid. You can actually see kind of Snoopy's fur in the animation, which has never happened before. You never see fur lines or anything like that. It's just solid black and white. Um, I like that Charlie Brown is still bald with that one piece of hair going across his head. Um, it's very iconic and it's very reminiscent of what we all watched as kids. And yeah, I'm interested to see where they take it. It was just a teaser trailer. It was very short. Um, just gave us a sense of the animation style. But I'm very interested in this movie, and next year when it comes out, I will probably go see it. More than likely with my nephew or with my nephews and family and stuff, because it will be a family movie. Moving on from there, we also had Maze Runner. The trailer for Maze Runner came out. This was very interesting. I didn't even know about this movie. I'd never heard of it, but I heard through the grapevine, through other shows that I watch, that this trailer came out. So I watched it, and I'm interested. Um, I know nothing about it. I know it's based off a book, but most things are based off a book now. It wasn't on my radar, but it looks interesting. Uh, Will Poulter is a co-star in the movie, and if you've seen We're the Millers, you know why this is a big thing. He's a really good actor. He's so funny. Um, but this looks like a very different role for him, and I'll be very interested to see how he plays it. Um, he's just I'm interested to see him in a serious role instead of just cracking jokes the whole time. Because We're the Millers is actually one of my favorite movies or one of my favorite comedies of the last couple of years. Um, so yeah, it wasn't on my radar before, but seeing the trailer, it has sparked an interest. So I don't know when it comes out this year, but I'll keep it on my radar from now on. Um, Also, the latest Maleficent trailer came out. It's called Legacy, or Wings, whichever one. I believe it's actually Wings, the Wings trailer. Um, it looks great. I've been interested in this project for a while, and since it was announced, because it's the first time we're seeing a villain prominent in a role, and the whole movie is about the villain and the creation of the villain. So that will be very interesting. It looks really good. The cinematography is great. The effects are great. Angelina Jolie looks amazing in it. The makeup and wardrobe is really interesting. Um, yeah, I'm. It looks good, and I'm probably gonna see this one as well. Uh, Almost at the last one, we have the very last Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer came out this week as well. Um, this is leading into next month when it actually comes out. Uh, Honestly, I kind of stopped watching the clips and stuff of the trailers and of the movie quite a while ago because they were putting out a lot of them. This final trailer, I gave it a shot and just watched it just to kind of refresh and see if there was anything new in it. There were a couple new scenes, few interesting little tidbits, but yeah, it looks good. I'm highly anticipating this movie. It's one of my top 10 anticipated movies of the year. Actually, probably in my top five. Um, so yeah, I'm very interested in the movie. I was already interested in the movie. There's not too much new in the trailer, but I think it is worth watching. It's very cool. And yeah, the final bit of news for this week. I know this is a long video, but final bit of news. Fox, Fox Studios and Marvel, their branch of Marvel, announced three new release dates this week. Um, they released the date for Wolverine 3. Uh, James Mangold, who directed the Wolverine, has already been signed on to direct Wolverine 3, and he's already said that they will be starting shooting right after Days of Future Past. Um, or sorry, right after X-Men Apocalypse. So Wolverine 3 is now set to be released on March 3rd, 2017, um, which is the year after X-Men Apocalypse is supposed to come out. Great for them. I'm interested in the movie. I loved the Wolverine, the movie that came out last year. It was really well done. Huge improvement over X-Men Origins. Um, I really liked it. The director's cut, the extended director's cut, makes the movie so much better. Um, they cut out the whole ninja scene, and they shouldn't have. But yeah, the other release dates, um, the Fantastic Four 2 movie. I think they're jumping the gun on this a bit, but Fantastic Four 2 is set for release on July 14th, 2017. Um, just a couple months after Wolverine 3. And the last one is a mystery Fox Marvel movie set for July 13th, 2018, um, the year after Fantastic Four 2. Now, there's a few possibilities for this, um, and only time will tell, but the possibilities are X Force, which they've been talking about and that is in development. Um, I'd be very interested in this one. Deadpool, which everyone's been calling for, and Ryan Reynolds has really been pushing for. He's very interested in the character and really wants to play the character again. Um, the other possibility is a Marvel Knights crossover movie. If you don't know what Marvel Knights is, it's basically the fusion of X-Men and Fantastic Four. And essentially, Fox is trying to do that for their movie universe right now. A Marvel Knights. They're trying to make a Marvel Knights crossover universe, because that's what characters they have. It would be a good choice. It's probably the choice they're going to go with just to unify their universe in the next couple of years. But I'm really hoping for a Deadpool or an X Force movie first. Um, I know it'll probably go the other way around. They'll do the Marvel Knights movie and then do X Force or Deadpool. But I really hope they do X Force or Deadpool first because I've been waiting for those for a long time. Yeah, so this has been your news rundown for the week. All links to the trailers that I mentioned will be in the description below. Remember, if you like this video or if you're interested in hearing more, um, to like and subscribe. And yeah, remember, medium matters. Keep watching. See you next time.